So today I'm going to make one of my favourite dishes of all time and everyone else's favourite in Australia, some fried chicken. It's my version of K.F.C, I guess, called Kha'S fried chicken, and we'll start right now. So we've got some chicken thigh fillets, which is my favourite cut of the chicken. It's not as dry as chicken breast, so we'll be going with that. We've got some plain flour, some chicken powder, which is my secret, my version of 11 secret herbs and spices. We've got some salt, some tapioca flour, and some baking powder as well. So to start off with, we'll actually poach the chicken. Poaching the chicken, I like doing it because it will ensure that the chicken will actually be cooked when you're frying it. So right now, I've actually got a rolling ball of chicken stock. You can actually add whatever you want into it to season the chicken whichever way you want. So you can add onions, garlic and all that, but I've just done a simple chicken stock. Now we'll just add the chicken in to poach. So as you can see, once you put the chicken in, it'll stop boiling. So you can just raise the temperature up a bit more. You can put a lid on to make it quicker. But yeah, once this starts boiling again, you'll just take it off the heat and let it poach for like around 8 to 10 minutes, and this will ensure that the chicken would always stay juicy. So we'll let that be for a little bit. And while that's happening, I'll show you how to make the flour blend to fry the chicken. So, as I said, I've got a few different ingredients. So to start off with, we've got 1.5 cups of flour, just plain flour. And then you add a tablespoon of chicken powder in. Then 3 teaspoons of tapioca flour. And then another 3 teaspoons of baking flour, like baking powder. So I like using chicken powder because I've grown up using chicken powder and it's a quick alternative way of doing flavors, but you could do whatever you want. You can add like paprika, chili powder, cinnamon, whichever tickles your fancy. So with that, we got that, and we'll just mix it. You can use your hands, it'll be a lot quicker. And then you'll add a little bit of salt into it as well. Just a pinch. And here you go. Here's your blend to fry the chicken with. So as you can see now, it's actually boiling. We'll just take it off the heat and just sit it aside. And then you'll let that sit for like 8 to 10 minutes, and it'll ensure that the chicken's always juicy and moist. So after 8 to 10 minutes, you just take the chicken out. Just be careful that it is still very hot. And as you can see, the chicken's all cooked. Now, it's all up to you. Depends on what. If you want to have a big piece of fried chicken like that, you can. But it might take a little bit longer to cook, so I'll just cut it into smaller pieces. So you can even cut it even smaller than this, but I like them something like that size. So you can just pop the chicken back into the bowl. And so I've also got some oil heating up. We'll aim for probably around 180 degrees. If you've got a conventional deep fry at home, that'll be a lot easier to do, but if not, you can just heat some oil into a pot. Just make sure you've got enough oil to fry the chicken so it covers it all. If you do half shallow, it'll just only fry half of it and not all of it. So right now the oil's all heating up, and yeah, so by the time it hits 180, I can show you how to test it out to see if it's there or not. So the oil's heating up, and just to test if it's around the right temperature, you can just put a chopstick in, and you can see if it starts bubbling around, which is, as you can see now, it's starting to bubble, and it's ready. So the way I do this fried chicken, so from that blend we made, we'll just get that, but I've split it over 2 bowls. And in between them is the buttermilk. So all we do is we get some chicken, coat it with the the first one, then buttermilk, and then coat it again. So evenly coat it. You don't want bits where it's got too much batter. And just pop it. It starts frying. So just keep on going. It does get pretty messy, so you could have like a bowl of water on the side just to clean your hands while you're doing this. But yeah, just be really careful because the oil is really hot and you don't want to burn yourself. So I'll just do them all quickly now. So as you can see, the chicken is slowly going golden brown, and that's the color you want. And as you see, it gets pretty messy, so you just want to wash your hands. And we'll just keep an eye on the chicken. You see, so from before it was all white, now it's just going golden brown now. So on the side, I've just got a strainer with some paper towels just to remove any excess oil. So this chicken's nearly there. You can see it's crispy. And pretty much there. That's the color you want, just golden brown. So you would want just so it evenly cooks, you can just turn it around sometimes because you'll see some sides cook a bit longer than the others. There we go. So strain it just to remove any oil, and then we're pretty much done. So I'll serve it up now. Here you go, here's my version of K.F.C, Kha'S fried chicken. As you can see, super easy to make, quick, and you can add whatever flavors you want. I'll have this probably with some different sauces, or even better, some seaweed butter. Cool.